Okay, the outfield wall in a baseball park is in the shape of a quarter circle. If the radius of the circle is 296 feet, how long is the wall? Okay, we're going to use 3.14 as our value for pi and round the answer to the nearest hundredth. Okay, whether or not you know anything about baseball doesn't really matter for this problem. What matters is that we're talking about the shape being a quarter circle. So let's say we have, we could start off with a whole circle, this, and cut it up into quarters. And this is what we're talking about, a quarter circle. Okay. Now, that's the baseball park, and now we're talking about the wall. Okay, so the wall is just this part of the circle. So it looks like it's a quarter of the distance around the circle, or we could say this is 1/4 of the circumference. Circumference, 1/4 of the circumference. That's the wall. Okay, so we don't need this part, we don't need this part, we don't need this part. Okay, now we're also given that the radius of the circle, or the distance from the center to the circle, is 296 feet. Okay, now we have a formula for the circumference of the entire circle. So let's say here, actually, circumference is equal to 2 times pi times the radius. Okay, so in this case, it's 2 times, for pi, we're going to use 3.14, and the radius is given as 296. Okay, so we need 2 times 3.14 times 296, and I think this is a job for the calculator. Okay, so we can bring our calculator in. 2 times 3.14 times the radius, which is 296. Okay, so that's 1,858.88. Okay, so that's the whole circle. That's the entire circumference. What we want is 1/4 of the circumference. And 1/4 of tells us to multiply. So we need 1/4 of the 1,058.88. All right, so let's pull the calculator back up and divide this by 4. Okay, so it looks like 1/4 of the circumference, or 1/4 of the distance around, is 464.72. So that is the wall of the baseball park. So let's say the wall equals 464.72 feet.